Welcome back to another E3 edition of Action Video Game Talk. This time covering PlayStation's Showcase. And they do want to throw in the whole showcase thing because they tried to do this and give it a grand performance on everything that they revealed. Now, the start of this E3 thing that they had was a bit odd, and some audio issues were going on. During it, you could hear the audio of the trailers and stuff for the first couple things being played in the theater auditorium itself, but not on the footage that you're trying to watch it off of. So you could barely hear it. So I'm begging for somebody to actually maybe try to make a supercut of this Sony press conference where you can actually hear the full thing with these trailers and everything complete. And maybe less cutaways to the audience while the trailers are being played. Now, once again, I'm not going to go into everything, just stuff that I thought would be important to bring up. Now, during the first two, well, kind of three-ish horrible audio issues, the first one came up during a trailer for the Uncharted The Lost Legacy that's coming out. And, the gameplay looks like your standard Uncharted type game, even though it was mostly... It is about half and half cinematic, half gameplay on it. So, yeah, it was a true trailer for an E3 press conference. From there, the horrible audio issues continues over into Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, The Frozen Wilds. And, yeah, it's... I couldn't quite hear what it was about because of the stupid audio issues. But, yeah, it's a DLC pack that's coming out for Horizon Zero Dawn, and the game itself is awesome, so, it's coming out this year, 2017. They didn't exactly give a certain month or date specifically, but towards the end of this trailer, they showed coming 2017. Now, this next thing, the audio issues were still continuing, but changed. We got gameplay for Days Gone. And the lead hero guy went out searching for somebody who was captive, one of their, I guess, surviving group members. Along the way, there was undead wolves, and apparently other gangs and groups that were taking advantage of the apocalyptic zombie. But at the end of it, you see an undead bear. That right there is kind of weird. So not only do we have to deal with zombies, but also undead animals as well. I wonder if that's going to be even more annoying or better. Now, also in this gameplay, they showed off ways that you can use the undead to your advantage by distracting like other gangs or groups for the zombies to attack while you're like hiding. That's kind of a smart thing to do. I mean, we've kind of seen some stuff like that in like the Walking Dead series. It is nice that they're trying to pull something like this off in a video game. After Days Gone, we get kind of a teaser, well, yeah, a teaser trailer on something new coming to PlayStation 4. You got somebody hunting down and tracking a monster. And it reveals to be by Capcom and Monster Hunter World. I thought the Monster Hunter series was a Nintendo exclusive, so maybe somebody could comment below on how exactly Sony got the right to this game. I mean, it's... What I saw from the bit of gameplay in the trailer, it looked awesome. And of course, there is a following for the Monster Hunter games, and those who have enjoyed it in the past probably would love to try out this game, even though it'll be on a different system. Unless, of course, those people also have like a PlayStation 4 as well. But they have a Monster Hunter World dated for early 2018 so far. And, of course, with a lot of these games, when they say 2018, the actual release could change any time. We get a odd little glimpse at what appears to be Shadow of the Colossus. Either a remastering or a remake. They don't exactly say in the trailer or teaser thing that they showed. More or less due to constant cutting to the audience as well. See, that's an issue that this Sony E3 press conference was having a lot of, was, let's look at the screen that's showing off. Oh, let's cut to the audience. Oh, let's cut to the screen. Yeah, this Shadow of the Colossus is something that is either getting remade or remastered for the PlayStation 4. For some reason. I don't know. But it's currently dated for 2018 as well. And a lot of things are 2018. Early 2018, 2018, 2018. Okay. From there we go to another Capcom title. We get the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite story trailer. And it shows off where... I forgot his name. Ultron. We get this Ultron Prime, or whatever his name is, actually has a few of the Infinity gems. Gems. I don't think they can ever make up their mind what they're officially called, if they're just stones or gems. But the Ultron has 2 of these gems. And they are going to need help trying to hunt down the other ones to make sure Ultron doesn't get them. And who apparently knows where to find them? Thanos. And somehow Thanos is captured in a Avengers Tower. Why? How? I don't know. But this trailer goes into Thanos saying he'll help them. And then it's like, oh, we gotta know that we can trust you. It's like, okay, I'll tell you where to find some of these. And then they go into explaining where a few of them can be found. And then we get footage of some of the Marvel and Capcom members teaming up fighting the Ultron robot minions. And some of the minions actually invading the Avengers Tower. And this Ultron Prime Supreme whatever goes up to Galactus saying, you should be bowing down to this god. And Thanos going, I bow to no one. But, yeah. And that more or less is the trailer. We get September 19th as the date for it to be out, which I forgot if that's already been announced or not. But also, the story demo is available to download right now. That's something that people should be jumping on, especially those who love the Marvel vs. Capcom line. You probably go through playing the story demo, maybe a few of the early levels and stuff, maybe using different members of Capcom and Marvel members to go searching for the gems. Of course, that's what I'm guessing, because I've personally downloaded it, just haven't started playing it yet. From here, we go to a few PlayStation VR games. And it starts off with Skyrim VR, which is apparently going to be its own standalone game, and not a download for the current Skyrim game that's out on PlayStation 4, for some odd reason. Why? I don't know. I mean, it would be much easier for them to just say, oh, guess what, this is going to be additional add-on for the Skyrim game on PlayStation 4, and no. They want it to be a standalone VR game from what I've been seeing and reading. Why? I don't know. Now we got a Final Fantasy VR. Many people know that there was like either last year, I think last year or the year before, when they were talking about Final Fantasy 15 before or after it came out, they were talking about some VR missions. Well, apparently this is something else that's going to be happening too. VR fishing in Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, like people really want that. you're apparently fishing, and it's part of this Monster of the Deep expansion thing, which hopefully is just an expansion and not a separate game like the Skyrim VR. But this is apparently due out September 2017. Now let's go to God of War. Another God of War trailer is revealed. It shows off Kratos with a little child, and somebody actually saying that it's his actual son. So Kratos got himself another kid, another actual biological son. Last I remember, Kratos doesn't exactly have a good history being a father. But yeah, this just is showing off some more gameplay footage, some more cinematic stuff from God of War, and it's still looking awesome. It's still looking like an awesome game, even though Kratos has an axe instead of his weird short swords. But they did put up early 2018 for this God of War game. Now, I'm still wondering if they're gonna maybe add another subtitle to the game or not. Because the logo that they used for this God of War looks different than the previous ones. Now we get some more of Destiny 2 with another trailer, which tells us some more of the same stuff. There's Gaul destroying your watchtower and stuff, and you having to recuperate and take back some of your stuff, and hopefully take back the watchtower along with the little white orb thing, the Watcher above. But also during this, we get the PlayStation 4 exclusive stuff for Destiny 2. There's an exclusive strike called the Lake of Shadows, some exclusive gear, an exclusive ship called, if I got this right, City Apex, an exclusive exotic weapon called Borealis, an exclusive PvP map called Retribution. Now, I know in some stores they'll probably have additional pre-order bonuses as well, probably some additional weapon types and stuff like that. But Destiny 2 is another game that I am definitely going to be hopping onto day one-ish. I say ish because knowing my luck, I'm probably going to be ending up working the night of the release, if not picking it up that night. So I say day one-ish, if not day two. Now we go to one of the last things being shown for full gameplay and stuff, before a montage at the ending, is Spider-Man. We get some actual Spider-Man gameplay. And seems to play a lot like Arkham, like the Batman Arkham games. It's like creeping around above the bad guys, doing some stealthy takedowns and stuff. But also, when it comes to combat, the combat looks a lot similar, but not exactly the same. And of course, the whole true Peter Parker Spider-Man feel is in this game too, where you're chasing the bad guys, and also having to try to save the citizens along the way from like debris from the bad guys being chased away and stuff. In this case, it's Spider-Man chasing a helicopter with some kind of thing dragging below by way of Spider-Man's webbing, and him having to like clear the debris that gets knocked off along the way to make sure it doesn't scorch any of the New York citizens. And there's a few other hints and teases during this chase. I mean, at one point I thought I saw a billboard that said Osborn for mayor. I didn't get a clear look to see if it was Norman or Harry. I could see it possibly being Norman. But with this gameplay towards the end, we also get another kind of date. 2018. Yeah, go figure. 2018. But yeah, 2018 is the expected release for the Spider-Man game now. And then we get something else. Well, for those who just watch the standalone Spider-Man gameplay by way of YouTube and stuff, you see this little tease at the end after the year is revealed of 2018. During the press conference, it's after the little game montage that they show off. But apparently some people are taking pictures of the helicopter that's webbed up between two buildings, which that itself is kind of maybe a tribute to the first Spider-Man teaser trailer that had to be removed because there was a helicopter webbed up between the two twin towers when that teaser trailer came out, but because of what happened with 9/11, that could no longer happen in the movie, and they had to take the teaser trailer down. But anyway, there are people taking pictures of this helicopter webbed up between buildings, and then somebody says, "Come on, Miles." You see somebody turn around. Miles Morales. Why the My Miles Morales rant could go on forever, and that's supposed to be for a separate video altogether. And I'll explain my reasons in that video. Now, with this Sony E3 press conference, they tried to do a great overall performance for this the presentation that they had going on for this E3 press conference. Due to some of the issues and the oddness of some of the stuff going on early in this press conference, it didn't quite go off as well as I thought. However, for me, the best part of this Sony press conference was the Spider-Man gameplay footage. So for that kind of wraps up the Sony E3 part of this. After this, all I gotta do is record the Nintendo one and keep working on making these videos after that. So, until next time, bye.